Like in most Middle East states, nations, Lebanon judiciary, executive and legislative powers have little incentives, if not any desire, by the way, to change the system, which the government corruption causes great unrest among the population. Despite the unrest in previous years and advices from the international community to receive aid and to make some kind of modifications, necessary legislations and governance reforms needed to modify the economic situation in Lebanon, neither the government nor the executive powers have done anything reasonable. And that's why we will see the unrest and the unhappiness among the Lebanon people, especially the youth, in coming years. After all years on advices from the international community, we are now witnessing that the international community are pulling back their advices and their assistance from Lebanon, because whatever they have been doing, they have been seeing that it goes to the corruption and nothing to the people or to modify the economy. We see the unrest among the population increasing day by day, especially among the youth. Now, we might see the actors that are or that were supposed to be helping Lebanon. The first one is, let's say, Iran, but Iran interest is only Hezbollah. If anything happens or threats the interest of Hezbollah, which is Iran's interest too, then Iran will be involved in it. And Iran has also limited powers and resources to help Hezbollah. Therefore, we do not foresee any assistance from Iran to Lebanon that will help the economy. Coming to Syria. Now, with Syria, that now it's in the internal war. There are not resources left, or whatever is left is only needed by the domestic powers in order to modify and reconstruct the country. Therefore, we do not expect any reasonable or, let's say, adequate assistance from Syria. When it comes to Israel, which has a benefit helping Lebanon, there are two issues that we should remember. First, the maritime border with Lebanon. It's very important for Israel because it will define the energy resources between those two nations, and they don't want to alienate or make Lebanon angry because they want more as usual. Therefore, we do not believe that they will help the Lebanese economy to modify or to get better. There is a European power in Lebanon, effective, is France, but we see the France only helping in order to maintain its power and influence within the parliament through a party called Future Party in Lebanon, and that is a more, I will say, left or leaning to left side, and not like radical or conservatives. And we know that now the European and also the United States, they do not lean to the conservative parties in the Middle East, especially what we have or what they have, let's say, in that regard seen among the other nations. Therefore, France is only trying to capture the power in the Lebanese parliament through the Future Party and try to have some kind of influence in Lebanon, but they do not have any interest to help the Lebanese economy. Now, that left the Lebanon to itself. The decaying economic prospects and corruption in the government is causing great unrest among the population, especially the youth. It angers them. And we see in the weak states that whenever the population gets angered and there is unrest among the youth, it might turn out to other events in the future, unless, of course, the Lebanese government acts upon. The unemployment rate is high and it's increasing rapidly. The most important question, and we know that, is if Lebanese government or the executive powers will do something about it. We honestly do not think so. If they would like to, they would have already done that. So when they might do this, they will, of course, act naturally if their national security will be threatened, and then they will act upon it. However, the question at that moment is it late or not? Because if it is late, we know what's going to happen in Lebanon. But the question then remains how this is going to affect the neighboring countries. If you like this video and the content, please press the like button underneath and subscribe yourself to our channel. Wherever you stay or you live, stay healthy. Have a nice day. Bye.